Hello and welcome back to Music with Brian. Today I'd like to do something pretty special. This is a tribute to the late Joe Diffie. I want to kind of go over some of the stuff that I really enjoyed about Joe. And sorry for the clicking on the screen, because unfortunately my screen doesn't want to stay lit. But anyway, I wanted to take the time to talk about Joe Diffie and his music. And to start it off, I'm going to talk about his obituary, basically. He was born Joe Logan Diffie back in 1958 on the 28th of December in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and unfortunately passed away from COVID-19 complications thereof on March 29th, 2020 in Nashville, Tennessee. He was an American country singer-songwriter, and I want to go through a little bit of his information. I wish this darn thing would stop going dim on me. But anyway, he started out as a demo singer back in the 1980s, and then signed with Epic Records in 1990. Between 1990 and 2004, he charted 35 singles on Billboard Hot Country Songs charts. 5 of those were #1 singles. His debut, Home, If the Devil Danced in Empty Pockets, Third Rock from the Sun, and Pickup Man and Bigger Than the Beatles, which was his last #1 of his career. He co-wrote for several musicians, for such artists as Holly Dunn, Tim McGraw, and Jody Messina. He co-wrote My Give a Damn's Busted with her, and recorded with such names as Mary Chapin Carpenter for the song Not Too Much to Ask, and also recorded with George Jones and Marty Stewart. All right, and then in 1997, a name that will definitely ring a bell is Gary Barlow, who covered Joe's song So Help Me Girl. And it was a pretty amazing cover, I'm going to agree with. Why in the world does this want to do that? Anyway, back in 1999, he had a song called A Night to Remember, which was really good. And then, more recently, there was a tribute album back in 2024 by Hardy called Hicks Tape, Volume 3, Diff Tape, which includes songs by Hardy and other artists covering Diffie's songs. One of which I really, really enjoyed listening to just recently, called Ships That Don't Come In. It was done by Toby Keith and Luke Combs, with Joe Diffie ending the song at the end, and I have to say it was very, very well done. Toby Keith actually sounded really, really close to Joe Diffie's version of the song. Another thing I wanted to mention is that Joe was married 4 times. He had children with 3 of them. His first wife, Janice Parker, bore him Cara and Parker. Debbie Jones bore him the sons Drew and Tyler, the latter of which was born with Down syndrome. And Teresa Crump, who had a child named Kylie. And then his fourth wife, Tara Turpening, was married. He was married to her in 2018, and there were no children. Unfortunately, like I mentioned at the very beginning of this, Joe passed away in March of 2020 due to complications from COVID. He announced it 2 days before his passing and then passed on March 29th, 2020. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Joe, you are definitely missed. I really enjoyed your music, still do. And I hope this tribute is good enough, even with the fact that I had to keep trying to keep the screen from going dark. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit a thumbs up on that. And if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do so. I'd love to see you be part of this channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.